Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The state of being rich and affluent, having a plentiful supply of material goods and money. Great wealth is not a sign of great intelligence. An abundance of material possessions and resources. Property that has economic utility, a monetary value or an exchange value. The quality of profuse abundance. She has a wealth of talent. The state of being rich and affluent, having a plentiful supply of material goods and money. An abundance of material possessions and resources. The condition of corporate or personal finances. Assets in the form of material possessions. The act of retaining something. Something owned. Any tangible or intangible possession that is owned by someone. Something owned. Any tangible or intangible possession that is owned by someone. A construct whereby objects or individuals can be distinguished. Self-confidence is not an endearing property. Any movable articles or objects used on the set of a play or movie. Something owned. Any tangible or intangible possession that is owned by someone. That had as my property. Any area set aside for a particular purpose. The president was concerned about the property across from the White House. A basic or essential attribute shared by all members of a class. The property of a more than adequate quantity or supply. An age of abundance. Chemistry. The ratio of the total mass of an element in the Earth's crust to the total mass of the Earth's crust, expressed as a percentage or in parts per million. Physics. The ratio of the number of atoms of a specific isotope of an element to the total number of isotopes present. The property of a more than adequate quantity or supply. The property of a more than adequate quantity or supply. Wealth is evidenced by sumptuous living. Wealth that is inherited rather than earned. Wealth is evidenced by sumptuous living. The property of producing abundantly and sustaining vigorous and luxuriant growth. He praised the richness of the soil. Splendid or imposing in size or appearance. Impressed by the richness of the flora. Abundant wealth. They studied forerunners of richness or poverty. The property of a sensation that is rich and pleasing. He was well aware of the richness of his own appearance. The property of being extremely abundant. The idiomatic richness of English. A strong, deep vividness of hue. The firelight gave a richness of coloring to that side of the room. The quality of having high intrinsic value. The richness of the mines and pastureland. An adequate quantity. A quantity that is large enough to achieve a purpose. There is more than a sufficiency of lawyers in this country. The quality of being sufficient for the end in view. He questioned the sufficiency of human intelligence. Sufficient resources to provide comfort and meet obligations. Her father questioned the young suitor's sufficiency. The quality possessed by something that is excessively expensive. Wealth is evidenced by sumptuous living. Abundant wealth. New Testament, a personification of wealth and avarice as an evil spirit. Wealth regarded as an evil influence. The quality possessed by something that is excessively expensive. Wealth is evidenced by sumptuous living. Something that is an indulgence rather than a necessity. A soft yellow malleable ductile, trivalent and univalent, metallic element. Occurs mainly as nuggets in rocks and alluvial deposits. Does not react with most chemicals but is attacked by chlorine and aqua regia. A deep yellow color. He admired the gold of her hair. Having the deep slightly brownish color of gold. Long aureate, or golden, hair. Made from or covered with gold. Gold coins. Coins made of gold. Great wealth. Whilst that for which all virtue now is sold, and almost every vice, almighty gold. Something likened to the metal in brightness or preciousness or superiority, etc. The child was as good as gold. Accumulated wealth in the form of money or jewels, etc. Accumulated wealth in the form of money or jewels, etc. The pirates hid their treasure on a small island in the West Indies. Be fond of. Be attached to. Hold dear. Art highly prized for its beauty or perfection. A collection of precious things. The trunk held all her meager treasures. Any possession that is highly valued by its owner. The children returned from the seashore with their shells and other treasures. The most common medium of exchange functions as legal tender. We tried to collect the money he owed us. The official currency issued by a government or national bank. He changed his money into francs. Wealth reckoned in terms of money. All his money is in real estate.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.